They could hardly contain their excitement the morning of February 15, 1998, as they gathered early at the Alfred Dita Spiff Sports Complex in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, to await the arrival of President Gordon B. Hinckley. Everyone dressed in Sunday best. A time to greet friends from other communities, to renew acquaintances, to enjoy a few moments of strengthening fellowship. Never before had this many Nigerian Latter-day Saints been together. More than 12,000 of them would fill the hall. That's 2 Salt Lake Tabernacles full of people, mostly first-generation members of the church, but also many of their friends.
Oh, it will be a great event for us. We are so excited to have our prophet come to Nigeria.
Several days earlier, Kenneth Wobo Opara did what many Nigerian Latter-day Saints had done. He extended invitations to his friends and business associates to attend the conference.
We are trying to do our possible best to convince our people, our friends, to come and witness what we have seen.
Professionally, Opara is chairman of the main political party in the Port Harcourt region. A challenging job, he says, but one he does much better since becoming a Latter-day Saint several years ago.
Not only my management, but my attitude and the way I do things. So yes, the acts where I say it's because of the church. I'm a new creature.
Isabel Loco Jack shares that sentiment. She remembers passing by what she describes as a beautiful church building in 1985.
I said, what kind of building is this? Who are the people that are living in this kind of house that I want to go in and see for myself?
Before long, she had joined the church and become part of a vibrant and growing congregation.
Well, the Church of Jesus Christ have changed my life completely. Perception about things, so many things about the church.
Changed lives. That's what these Nigerian Latter-day Saints talk about when sharing their feelings about the church.
It was this church that made me stop smoking, that I was a master smoker.
I was in darkness before I joined the church because I've done so many things.
I should say I'm a lot more resigned to God's will.
Emotion filled the hall when President Hinckley arrived for the general session of the Port Harcourt Regional Conference. The people were excited to see him, and he was equally overcome by the warmth and vastness of the congregation that greeted him.
I'm absolutely amazed at the growth of the church in this part of the world.
20 years earlier, such a meeting never would have been possible in Nigeria or any other community or nation with an exclusively black population. Until 1978, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints excluded blacks from the church's priesthood. But that policy changed on June 8, 1978.
I want to express deep appreciation for the revelation which came to President Spencer W. Kimball 20 years ago, under which all of the opportunities and blessings of the church should be made available to every worthy man. What a marvelous thing that was. I was present when it happened. I'm an eyewitness to what happened. We were in the temple in Salt Lake City, kneeling before the Lord in prayer when that manifestation came, which brought the priesthood to you, brethren. And how grateful we are, how thankful we are.
They sat enraptured by the words of their prophet leader. His visit and his sermon seemed to underscore the dramatic change that came not only to Nigeria as a result of the 1978 revelation, but to the church in general.
We're all alike unto our Father in heaven. There is no discrimination in His sight. We're all His sons and daughters.
Beyond the conference hall and the white shirts and ties and beautiful dresses is a nation and a people still struggling to emerge from centuries of oppression. In villages outside the large cities, living conditions remain somewhat primitive. and the arrival of visitors from America caused quite a stir. Lady Diana, the Princess of Wales, once visited this village and became the patron of a weaving center where the women of the village use their inherent skill to earn some money. This day, the women have woven a special piece of cloth. They plan to present it to the president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
This is a great nation. This is a nation where there's much of Christianity. You see signs of that everywhere, and we're grateful for that.
The people listened intently to every word of his 40-minute sermon and seemed to soak in the practical counsel he gave.
We can reach out to help those whose burdens are heavy and who carry very heavy loads. We can be friendly and kind and generous and good.
In the end, it was hard to say goodbye, but the conference was over, and it was time for President Hinckley to leave Nigeria for his next historic stop.
I'm grateful for your faith. I hope you'll remember this day when we came among you to express our love and our blessing. I don't know that I'll ever come back here. I'm an old man. I'm 87 years of age. I don't know whether I can make it again. But I'll always remember this day when this great hall was filled with faithful people. God be with you till we meet again. Is my prayer. In Jesus' name, amen.